Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today on a Monday? Here I am. I love the way it lags every time I switch to that one. Actually, I don't know if it does it on the stream as well. My OBS like freezes. How are you all doing? Hope you had a great weekend. We are back in Keypark, and yes, it is Monday. I've lost concept of time. That tends to happen in the summer holiday. At least I didn't really have a holiday, so hello. Alright, so we are back in Keypark. We are back in the South America area, but we are starting off with a sad announcement. As you can see from the stream title, this is gonna be the last Keypark stream for now. I don't know when the next stream will be, if there will be another stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Keypark when Planet Zoo 2 comes out. I do want to finish the zoo, so I don't want to say we're not going to finish it, this is it, this is the last thing you'll ever see of Keypark, you'll never see Keypark again. No, we are definitely going to have something to celebrate it being done, or at least it being abandoned. Probably not the latter, don't worry. I really don't want to abandon it, because bam. Instead of stopping streaming, what if you stream every day? Ooh, what an idea! Oh, that's an idea guy. You Greyhammer, you're the ideas guy. No, but in seriousness, the coming month is gonna be very busy for me. Well, I say busy. It's not really busy. It's busier than I expected because I did not plan to go on any holidays. But I've been asked by some friends to come hang out in places and visit zoos, and I couldn't say no to that. And to be honest, I kind of wanted to finish Keypark before the end of September. Like, the original idea was to just build until September, and that would be it. And then I would have a month break until like the launch of Planet Zoo 2. And now I'm kind of being forced to take that break because I'm going on like a couple of different holidays to places. Peer pressure is a thing, yeah. All of your friends are right here. I don't need to go on holiday. Wow, what a great point. No, but yeah, so I'm going to be away. Well, I'm not going to be away for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to be away like a couple of days every week the coming couple of weeks, which is confusing. Like, I have 3 separate trips planned. But yeah, that is irrelevant. The result of that is that I'm not going to be streaming, at least, and I'm probably not going to be building much either, but it's probably good for me to have a break before Planet Zoo 2. I can put in all of my inspiration into the new game, and yeah, we'll see what happens to Keypark. Again, I want to finish it, but don't know how and what, don't know the specifics yet. I mean, we do have very little left to do, to be completely honest, because if we look at all of Keypark, ignore my BB, who's still floating up into the sky. Down here, we got the dome. The dome needs to be done. And we got the North America area, which is very small. So, really, not that much to do, to be 100,000% honest. Yeah, I guess the South America area is just called Mabibi, right? The Bouval Dome, yeah. I like how the South America area has evolved from being a bootleg of Zoo Park Overloan's Madidi to being a bootleg of the Beauval Dome, but then inside of the Sea Life Hanover Dome. that is quite the story. But yeah, if we had come down here in the last stream, we did a couple of odd jobs around this area. There is still stuff to do, to be honest, because like the path is a bit messy, but it's kind of good enough. Over here, the window is not detailed, but it's kind of good enough. And you can see that now the enclosure for the giant anteaters over here, the P above all stands for bootleg. Right. I think we should start a video of my BB by touring with my BB in the sky. But yeah, so I went for a bit of a pampas-like enclosure for the giant anteaters. So we've got the kind of pampas grasses and then just regular grasses. That's really it, actually. It's just a bunch of grasses. But I quite like it. And then you got the bears in the background. Hopefully you'll see a bear up there at some point. Not in the game. Wouldn't happen in the game, but yeah, I think it's really nice. And as we turn around over here, past the sloths, which, did I get rid of some of the sloths? No, not yet. I have not cleaned up any of the sloths yet. That's a problem for later. Over here we got our harpy eagle, who's just kind of staring here. I think I broke him when I added the scenery. So originally he was able to fly up here. He can't do that anymore. The thing has become inaccessible because I tried to hide it in a rock. But then I didn't want to get rid of the rock, so I kept it. And now he just can't fly up there anymore. He should still be able to fly up here, but he's just not really doing anything. So I don't know what happened. He's just kind of standing here, which is fine. That's all he needs to do, really. Animated scenery is the best kind of scenery. So yeah, oh yeah, that is half of the aviary you built. Indeed, I took a little slice of it. It worked quite well. Originally I was going to use all of it, but I didn't quite know how to fit it in. And then I decided to go with the bears anyway. And but I needed an aviary for my harpy eagle. And I was like, you know what, maybe that one works. And it does. I like it. It looks good. So thank you for that. Yeah, there's a little nesting hole up here. Because I saw in Bouval that they did have a nesting structure, but I didn't feel like making a structure because that takes effort, so I just put it in a rock. Oh, half the aviaries I built. Oh right, this is Callum's. I'm getting my name confused. You know, a G kind of looks like a C. But yeah, as we come into the tunnel over here, we can see we still have our shitty waterfall. We have our indoor view into the keepers. And we have our terrariums. We also have indoor view for the capybara, which they are actually able to come inside of. I don't know my fruits, but with Planet Zoo builders. Uh-oh. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. No, but over here we got our frogs. Look, there's a frog. And yeah, these are actual exhibit boxes, as you can kind of tell by the fact that it's an exhibit box. But only like a quarter of it. So you actually have quite a low likelihood of seeing a frog. But I think that adds to it, because that's often the case with frog enclosures. So over here, I think I can see one in the back there. It's hiding between the plants. That's cool. And these ones, oh, there's one on the window. I found every frog. That's your shitterful. Yeah. And then over here, yeah, we got our Goliath bird eater, which is really cool. You know, I think I managed to make the exhibit boxes work. I think they look quite nice. And now we actually have animals inside our terrariums, which is also quite nice. So over here, this is all work in progress still, so that's probably what we're going to be working on today for a bit. And this is going to be the electric eel enclosure, and on the other side I'm going to want to have a piranha enclosure. I'm not yet sure how I'm going to get that one to function, to be honest, because I want the water. So the way that the electric eel enclosure is going to work is going to be a riparium, because I can only get the water this high because of things above it. Yeah, that is a very angry manatee in a box. Probably angry because they don't have water. But yeah, with the piranhas, I do want the water to go like above. Actually, maybe now that I think about it, let me get a vendor. Honestly, if we just block it off at that height, it's also fine. We can just have the water this high, because it is the thing that's blocked. But that, like, we're gonna have a floor above this is the idea. So we cannot have the yeah, we cannot have the water higher, because there's terrain inside of this floor. There's terrain, which is gonna have a path. I need to add more terrain, because the path is going to go up to this window. Oh, wait, I think there's someone calling me. I just real quickly need to check something. Alright, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. I'll give you a backstory on... So, a couple of weeks ago, there was a package like a couple doors down from me, an apartment a couple doors down from me. And it was there for like several days. So at some point I thought maybe I should take this inside. Hey, I could have a mustache if I wanted to. I can grow a great pedo stash, which I immediately shave off because I hate how it feels on my skin. No, but I took this package into my house. And it's been, I think I've been keeping onto it for like 2 weeks at this point. And I did leave a note. So I guess they just came back from holiday or something and found the note. So they came to pick up the package. So we are going to make a electric eel enclosure today. There's a couple of things. We are missing a floor. Oh. Why is it doing this? It's not supposed to be doing this. There you go. Alright, I'll put the floor over there for now. I want to put back this... I want to extend this terrain floor. Let's get one of these floors at least. Okay, let's... No. There you go. So we know the proper height for it. Although we could make it higher if you want to. Just can't make it lower. Probably would be a good thing to make it slightly higher. To be on level with that. So let's try that. And we want to be able to get up to the window. That's kind of the main thing that I want to accomplish. So let's go over here. And what we do is we put in our floor like this. And then we take it out like this. And now we need to try to align it with this height. That's the most difficult part. Because it's really hard to see how high that is. Because of the way it's a grid and all. That's decent. The annoying thing is if I hit Control Z now, it actually gets rid of my little gizmo thing, and I can't fucking do anything. This is annoying. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's probably fine. So we have a floor over here. Now we need to extend that to, I guess, just all the way. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Probably make it like a keeper access or something. Because basically we just want, from here on, I want you to enter the dome. So we're going to go into a tunnel from which you can see the manatees, and then you come outside into the dome proper. Do the three... What's happening? I make fun of people just for rocking a mustache, and I had to shave my beard for my job, show my wife. With just a mustache, and I had to apologize to a lot of people for that thing. Should make a Seattle habitat. What is a Seattle habitat? What should I imagine? I can't really picture what that would be. I haven't been paying attention to the stream and then this happens. What happens? I made a floor? Alright, I think we can have the floor stick into the dome a little bit. It's easier to chop off than to add more, to be honest. So let's try mustache talk. Yeah, we have mustache talk somehow. I don't know what was going on here while I was away, but hey. If you guys are having fun, then it's a-okay by me. Alright, let's go like this high. Like slightly above the floor. Why isn't it straight? Is it? Why isn't it straight? I don't get it. What happens if I... Probably this doesn't work, but I want to try it. What if we flatten terrain? Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay. Why isn't it straight? Is it because of the barriers? That doesn't really make sense. Or does it? Okay. Well, either way, we definitely want to fill this up. So now I'm gonna just try to do the same with the tools, which is a bit more difficult. Because the tools like to be thick. And also if you overshoot it, then that happens. So right now what you're seeing is it's kind of bulging out, so we're gonna have to shave off a bunch. It's Pride Month. What? Again? Mustache Pride? Okay. So, again, here I don't really know why it is not... Maybe because of the water? No, there is no water. What? Well, this is getting more and more confusing, but whatever. I'm going to do this. This is going to be staff-like entrance of sorts. So I'm going to not worry about that too much. I think we flattened it out relatively well. Not sure what's happening over here. I always have that, what I have done. I always have that, what have I done feeling after shaving my beard off. Yeah. You make a sea otter habitat, that is the plan over here. But we'll see about that when we get to the North America area. Which I'll just have to do at some point. Alright, let's put the ceiling back and see if it still is a ceiling. Which is a weird thing to say. Also, let me think. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the pathway is gonna, how the pathway is gonna come out of the dome. I also need to figure out, okay, wait, no, huh? Grids should be on. There we go. So it should be like this. I'm pretty sure. That should look right. Yes, that looks right. Alright, and now we need to shave off whatever we can. For the sake of this. Ceiling remaining a ceiling. Stamps making a comeback. You mean like me using the terrain stamps? Or are you talking about like you've started collecting stamps and therefore they are making a comeback? All power to you. I just don't know many people that collect stamps. Oh, yeah, I mean, that was kind of a given, right? I know, I never really thought about the possibility of it not being a thing. It's a good feature. Alright, nice. Now I just need to keep this going over here. There we go. And I think we should be able to now fix this thing that which is kind of one of the main reasons I started. Okay. Okay. Well, how are you all doing today? Looks like it's just you and me for a little moment. I did not see that one coming, as you might expect. Looks like the game... What? A GPU driver crash? No, please don't. Okay. No. Keypark loads in like 10 minutes. It's fine. But, yeah, I wonder why that happened. That is, I mean, random crashes happen every now and then. I was about to say that I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 in the background and that the ominous music was a bit weird to have alongside it. Desktop reveal. Oh no, you can see that I've been playing Big Walk. Actually completed Big Walk. Ooh, it's 10 minutes ago? Ooh, that's gonna suck. I'm not gonna stream Grand Theft Auto 5, no. No, but my friends and I actually finished Big Walk yesterday, or we finished the main, like, portion of it. I won't spoil anything, but we're definitely gonna go back to, like, do a bunch of other puzzles. Because it's a lot of fun. It's really, really fun. It's a good game. Now I really want to talk about the final portion of it, but I don't want to spoil it. It was really, really cool. So chaotic, but fun. How much is there left to do after the South America section? Right now it's just a dome and a tiny North America section. That's basically like the Florida Keys, which is basically just a key deer enclosure and a raccoon enclosure. And then there's a sea otter enclosure with Arctic fox. I wanted to do snowy owl, but I think we're better off skipping that and doing that in Planet Zoo 2. So yeah. Yeah, Eben is done with Planet Zoo for now, so he's just playing Baldur's Gate until Planet Zoo 2 comes out. He's just filling the void with Baldur's Gate. Tiny North America section. Just tiny 5 minute North America section adventure. In and out. Oh wait, just like Planet Zoo. Ha ha ha. I get it now. I mean, we don't know if that is all there is, right? There might be a lot more. Who knows? Maybe we get... I mean, we have 2 giraffes. Who's to say that there's not going to be 2... thingy things? I walked into a room with like 15 enemies. Excuse his typing, everyone. He's fighting 50 enemies. What do you call small enemies? Minis. That's so bad. Hey, Hiko. Monkey. Even that's a flamingo. That's not a monkey. My final zoo needs 3 more areas. Chinese garden, elephant plus tiger forest, South America dome. I think it's possible. It sounds possible, but it also sounds like you might be better off scaling down a little bit. Wait, in D&D it's... D&D has wizards and sorcerers. Ebane. Oh, right. Right, I get it now. Sorry, I didn't read the question. I only read the answer. The context was missing. Hey, Noah! We are about to be sad. I'm almost done with my zoo. Today was just a fixing a peculiar piano wire fence. Yeah, it's sad time because we just lost 10 minutes of progress. And it's not fun progress. Although it is kind of like relatively straightforward progress, I guess. Oh, did it load? Did it load? Did it load? Maybe the flamingo is getting very choppy. I'm a paladin in my current D&D campaign, but Warlock was the first Baldur's Gate 3 class. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 and I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I would really enjoy it, but I also don't have the time to sink into it. Currently just waiting for Ocarina of Time to come out on the Switch 2, and then buying a Switch 2. It's such a good game, but also a time suck. Yeah. And okay, I've learned this thing about myself where like I'm really bad at just not full committing to something, whether it's a game or a zoo project or a video. Like I can't just like, oh yeah, let me work on this for a couple of hours. Let me work on this for a couple of hours. No, I'm going like, I need to finish this today, or I need to like work on this until it's done. And I can't do anything else in the meantime. So that's a bad habit that I need to work on. Hey, Kiara. Because it means like I won't start a video game until I know like, okay, I have a full week to just commit to this. And same with Planet Zoo. Like right now, all I'm doing is Keypark, and I don't want to work on anything else. I will say if I have to, I can do it. Like there's a couple of videos I want to get done before my various trips that I will be putting Keypark on hold for and stuff. But I don't like doing that. Alright, let's see. How bad is the damage? Oh, we're like in the middle of it. Oh, that's the worst. This is genuinely the worst point it could have put us back to, I feel like. Alright, let's do this. Let's get rid of these barriers for now. And hopefully that will mean this one should be fine, to be honest. Hopefully that'll mean that we don't need... Yeah, whatever. I'm also going to get rid of... Wait. I'm going to take out these for a moment. Just going to put them back here as well. Because I feel like they interfere with the terrain somehow. So I'm going to get rid of all of these. Yeah, there was a crash. We crashed hard. So we also have this. Oh, there's some path here. That probably messes up the thing as well. There. Alright, now we are going to place... Oh, don't touch the height. I'm just gonna do this. And I think this is probably better than what we had before. See, now that's always the nice thing about a crash. Now we can do it better. So I think we do this. As in Plunkedal today, it was just me, but their gift shop is underwhelming. Yeah! It took like forever. Like, I think one of the main reasons I never started a magnet collection earlier is because Plunkedal didn't have any until like very recently. At least that's what I feel like. I could be completely wrong in that. Alright, so now I'm going to raise it up, cut off the top part. I'm going to increase the range so that it like flattens it. Wait. We want it to be higher. So the annoying thing about the stamp tool, right, is that I will now do Control Z. And it undoes, like, if I want my stamp to still be hovering there. I don't know why it gets rid of it. It's super annoying. Let's see. Now I need to realign it, which is fucking dumb. And I don't know, something like this. Probably have to do a couple of takes for this one. So we're gonna go up here, and now we want to align it with the top of this. Like this. I don't know why it's still bulging out over here. That's weird. So, like, I don't know what causes that to happen. I don't know how much it matters. But, well, we might as well just... Might as well flatten it out. Up to, like, here. Alright. So, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, over here I understand why it does that. Because there's a keeper gate. Alright, I think this actually went better than last time, to be honest. So that's great. We can take out this. We can put this back in place. Like this. And now we put all of the terrariums. How was Blijdorp Bar the Kitchen? Yeah, I had fun. It was fun seeing the tropical house. The backstage tropical house, I should say. Basically, I thought that they were like... I don't know, I didn't really know what to expect 100%. But... Oh wait, this is like the live bird eater. Okay, that makes sense. But basically, they did not only have... plans for the tropical houses, like the on-show tropical houses. They also had like plants that were taken out of the tropical houses and like put aside so that they can yeah, basically recover from being in a public facing area where like children will pick their leaves and other bullshit will happen. Also, they had storage for the plants that are outside throughout the summer but can't stay outside all summer. They were breeding some very rare and endangered species of plants like the Rwanda water lily in there, which was going really, really well. So that was all really cool to see. I had a fun time. Alright. I don't know why it's being so annoying right now. There we go. I think I get more confirmed reserves next Thursday. I have no idea. Next Thursday? Oh, you mean like when we get the reserves feature focus? Probably. At least I hope so. I mean, I'm guessing we'll probably see the Sumatra one that we may or may not know of. That we're all guessing is a thing, basically. Okay, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna hide those with the rocks, because this is getting ridiculous. Now this we also do need to do, because we're gonna, well, actually we don't really, because we're gonna have the water. We need to do it a little bit. We'll find out how much we need to do it in a moment. So, we'll get the barriers over here. The moment is now. I said in a moment, and then I immediately started doing the thing. They'd have been boozled, all. Imagine if the tiger and horror isn't in Sumatra Reserve. That would be quite the bamboozle indeed. Alright, so I'm probably gonna change the layout of the manatee tank a little bit to make this work better. Basically, the idea here is going to be that we're gonna have piranhas in their own aquarium, and then behind that is gonna be the manatee aquarium, so it looks like it's one aquarium. That's the idea. Over here, we're gonna have our electric eels. which I do want to give a different shape to. I think I want to get rid of this, by the way. And I want to replace this window here. Wait, that's not how it was before. It needs to be like this. Also don't know why this is the way it is. There we go. This needs to stay because that's holding back the moat. Kind of reminds me of Zoo Miami's giant otter habitat. Oh, you mean the piranhas. Leipzig also has that, which is what I took it from. Leipzig has that with their giant otters as well. Yeah. Like T-Rex said. So, this can be like this. Then I'm gonna put a rock wall somewhere out here. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I fixed the capybara. Like, remember last stream, we couldn't get the keepers wouldn't deliver the capybaras. So I ended up solving it by making the capybara entrance gate like over here, which is really silly. But this is the entrance to the capybara exhibit now. So now the zookeepers, they just walk into the woolly monkey exhibit, and that's how they get to the capybaras. So I need to fix this path in a moment. Oh, we broke that, didn't we? Oh well, it's fine. It'll be fine. Have I mentioned how scared I am to do my local zoo's entrance? I don't know if you have. How so? Is it very detailed? Is it intense? Is it, does it feature clowns? I don't know what your fears are. Lots of curvy bits. Ooh. I get it. I think I'm gonna go with straight edges because that's easier. It's easier for us. In fact, we might do... Wait, let's keep it the same distance. We might do something like this. Like so. And then we can put like a rock over here. So we get a plaster pillar or something to indicate that. Okay, that's a bit big. Yeah, we can do like something like this to kind of lead you into there. Maybe like this. Something like this, and then you go like this. You're like, oh my god, eels. And then I want you to kind of go straight, because I don't want you to move this way and then have to turn. I kind of want you to end up looking straight into the tunnel. So this way, and when I come in, you're gonna be like, wow, you're gonna be like, wow, and then you're gonna be like, whoa, it's dome time. I think that works. So, I do want these panels, these front ones, to have null barriers. Or null posts, I should say. Oh, that was a mistake. So we're gonna go. It's Doug Dimmadome time. I should make a Dimmadome at some point in Planet Zoo 2. A little dinner, only if it's a very little dinner. Little dinners are allowed. Can't have full-fledged meals in here. Otherwise you have to go to the restaurant. Oh, that was not necessary. Alright, so I got rid of the posts. That's good. Then let's get a water. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that specifically yet, but hello. Okay. Fucking cooperate. Let's attach that to the other side of this. Why not? In fact, we can also lower this down quite a bit. Same goes for this. I want to lower this one all the way. I want to lower... I mean, this one doesn't... Yeah, it matters a little bit, actually. Lower this down. And I want to take all of this and raise it up to the ceiling. What are you building? I am building a electric eel enclosure. Why is it obstructed? Why is it obstructed? Is it you? Is it you? It's you. It's you! Alright, that should work. Very nice. Cool, and now we're gonna go into our blueprint graveyard. I'm gonna take this. This is the old electric eel habitat stuff. The old stuff for the electric eel habitat. Which I kind of want to recycle because it's cool looking. Now I should probably have used more of that stuff throughout this place, but whatever. No, it's not stolen. It's my OC. I also could take this, actually, now that I think about it. Could put this in here to make this look better. No. There you go. Yeah, I like that. It's just a good texture, you know. Does the fact that this is the last part affect your building mentality? Yes, very much. It has been. I'm not doing any... Like, I'm doing way less thinking about sidelines and... Like, over here there's just a lot of junk. Junk. Not finishing up the details at all. I'm really just focusing on, does it look semi-decent from a guest perspective? We'll throw a green roof on top of this and it'll probably look somewhat realistic or something. That's kind of the mentality right now. And that's not because it's the last... I mean, do you mean last part, as in last part of the zoo? Or last part as in that this is the last stream for the time being? Because it's the latter. It's not the fact that this is the last part of the zoo that I'm like, oh, whatever. It's just the fact that I need to finish this fucking thing soon. Which is affecting me. Oh, I didn't realize there was all this stuff still here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I hope that didn't make a hole just now. It did kind of... It did affect things. In a bad way. Oh. I mean, I could... Wait, you're not going to see that. Wait, no, you are. But maybe you're not. What if you're not going to see that? What if we change the exhibit so that you don't see that? Ho, ho, ho. I wanted to thank you for your Planet Zoo real life inspiration video. I've been binge watching them. Hey, I hope you enjoy. That's nice to hear. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to copy this, like use this one for one, so we're going to make a new version of it. So we're going to put this over here and over here. Actually, why don't I... Australia. Why don't we use the 2-meter one? Because then we have more texture variety. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so we'll do that. We can't do that for the top though, because it'll stick out. So, wait, that's a different problem altogether. We can't do that. That is an issue. Because that means we can't actually do the texture the way I originally intended it. We'll just have to do it this way. We'll just have to do it this way. That's fine. That's fine as well. Okay, so I have it like this. And then I guess we'll do the bottom one that way as well, because otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. Let's take that one, so we have a different texture. And we'll do it like this. And then you can take this Planet Zoo blank in. Beautiful. How do we do it here? Like that. Okay. Sure thing. Like that. And of course one at the top. And we'll have one over here. And we'll have one at the bottom, and all the way at the very top as well. That'll do. That'll do. So, that's grouped up with the rest, which is not good. And this is sticking out the top, which is also not good. There we go. And just need to make sure that it's... I need to sneeze. Alright, let's go. Now we are fully locked in. That sneeze unlocked my true building potential. So let's do this. Proceeds to very slowly rotate it into place. Actually, we first need to move it back and align it with the glass. Like so. Thank you. You know, I never realized there was an abbreviation for God bless you. But I learned something new today. Why is it like this? No. What? Oh, fucking hell, it's so annoying. So, you need to get a single item to be able to turn off align to surface, because it doesn't exist when you're moving multiple items, but it does affect the behavior of it. So now I've turned off align to surface in the single item menu. It doesn't exist in this menu, but align to surface is what was causing the thing to become unaligned after placing it. So now if I place this one, then it should stay at the same height, which is what you want. It's really annoying that that's a thing. I like how I'm spewing out building advice and like tips on the game, even though the game is about to be over. But who knows, maybe Planet Zoo 2 will have the same quirks, and then everyone will be happy to have learned how to deal with them. Alright, so this one obviously we need to first get rid of the water. I mean, it doesn't really matter in this case, but it's nice to do that. May also be why I haven't been concerned about the Planet Zoo 2 rules. I realized the other day I've built for more species that aren't in the game rather than those that are. Yeah, I mean, that can happen. Okay, now these things... We had a really nice idea when we got rid of the barrier posts, but now we kind of do need to do this to make it look good, so... Guess I kind of screwed myself with that one. The one on the back there I don't really care about. Oh, this one's really fucked. What the hell happened here? Oh well, I don't care. It's fine. Okay, I need a fucking... You need to go. You are like 3 pieces. 4 pieces even, wow. Don't you feel cool? I'm gonna put you over here now. Apparently there were more than 4 pieces. God damn it. Okay. Wow, 12 pieces. Get out of my face. So I hope you all enjoyed the aquarium tour of Keypark. This week there will be another video on the Australia area. Also with Taggy. So I hope you enjoy. Categories blueprints would only show up in the blueprint menu, at least the blueprints off would save over. Yeah, free build. Is that free build or Planet Zoo Plus that does that? There's a mod that can do that for you, which is what I have. But yeah, there are a lot of weird things. I also, to this day, I don't know what this recently added filter does. Because it doesn't change anything. I really don't know what it's supposed to do. Like, you'd think it'd be for DLC items, or maybe for workshop things, but even on the workshop thing, I don't think... No, here you can't even filter by it. So yeah, I really don't know. Alright, we're going to take our thing over here. Put that nicely in the middle. And now we need to build a box around it. So we're going to make this look cool. So I'm going to align it with these planks. And I'm going to take these planks, which we don't have a half-meter variant of course. Let's take a plank that we do have one for. That doesn't work. Wait, that just leaves nothing. You know what? I can work with this. Base game pieces having a 0.5 meter variant, yeah. I mean, still there's very little pieces that do, even counting the cool ones. Because it's all very unique, like it's all the larger shapes. Basically we just need scaling, is the thing. Oh, these aren't grouped up. No. Right, let's give it the right color. that. And now for these, so we have stuff like this could be working, or I mean, it is sticking out, like we are above the waterline. So in fact, we can really kind of make anything we want, and it's not gonna show up. Because what I want to make is, I kind of want a circular thing. Wait, let me get the Africa bead. Yeah, and then we rotate that, color that, more yellowy. Yeah. Wood. Don't ask me how this would function. I mean, it's just a panel that they put in front of it, I guess. Ranch? I feel like a ranch thing is going to be helpful here. Except it sticks out the side, of course. Okay, it's not going to be as helpful as I hoped. I mean, if we... Wait, it will be actually, if we do it the other way. Let's go in here. There we go. Now we have that, we have this. I want this to be slightly higher also to be matching the other one that I did. And now this can be like this big. Something like that, and then we just copy that over. Perfect, and now we just need to mirror part of that. So we'll just take this. All right, nice. That's my wooden box. Actually, we need to add. We can do that on the sides. Or we can actually use the And we don't have to worry about weird things. We can add the watering can instead. Still the best thing Eben ever found out. Nah, he found a lot of cool stuff actually. Good evening. Welcome. There you go. That is the thing. And because it's above the water line, you can't see it. In fact, if we take all of these things and we move them up only slightly, you can't see those anymore either. Look at how immersive it's becoming. And the water is kind of fine the way it is, except we need to cover up a little bit more, or the wall I mean. We need to cover up a little bit more of this glass over here. Oh. Like so. And then when I first built this aquarium back in, well, the aquarium, I used gravel, but I kind of want to go and use the sand, mainly because I want to show you all, because I didn't point this out in the video. I mean, it wouldn't have made sense to tag you anyway. But do you know what the sand in Keypark's aquarium is made out of? Because this is like a really hard texture to get in this game for some fucking reason. So what I did, I need to find one that is easy to steal. I think this one is. Yeah, this is a single slice. Alright, let's take a single slice. Okay, Eben, what is it made out of? What is the sand texture that I have? I mean, you can already tell that it's made of... It's the side of the printed pieces! Yeah! It is the conservation 3D printed walls. And the top of it is like very sand-like. It's really cool. I like it. Even as a texture guy, I see. He knows them textures. But yeah, so we can put that over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and make it even bigger. And we can just shave off whatever part we don't use. I would never thought this piece we gotta use. Hey! I also used it like more intentionally in here as like the sides of a like shoreline kinda. I don't know what the exact intent was, but I think it looks good here. I actually saw this piece out in the wild. Right? I mean, my university had one of those printers, so I could actually see, like, these walls being constructed whenever I wanted to, because there was just an open window into it. Which was really cool. It's fun to see. Science. Yeah, I mean, when you want to accomplish a very specific thing, you gotta look for very creative ways to accomplish it, right? And that's the fun of the game, to me. And others. Like Eben. Like you said. Alright, I'm gonna put this over here, I think? Yeah, that looks smooth. And I'm gonna put this one over... Ooh, it's just barely not good enough. I'll put it over here. And have another one. Yeah, again, it doesn't exactly fill up the sides, but that's fine. Because we can fix that. Oh, is it just me or is it slightly angled? Okay, that's worse. Okay, let's do this. I mean, a couple of lines aren't gonna hurt anyone. We just need to make sure that it doesn't stick out into my other things, like this one is. And then stuff like this, we can just do this. I mean, once we add a bunch of once we add a bunch of plants and stuff, it's gonna hide those seams as well. And I keep seeing Kruidvat ads for Lego Red Pandas, and I'm reminded of you. Oh, I didn't. Is it out? I haven't kept tabs on that one. I didn't know it was out already. I need to buy that. Good to know that the Kruidvat has it, I guess. And then I can just get it there. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting ads for it, it's probably out. Gotta go. Hope you have a wonderful trips. And see you back once Planet Zoo 2 comes around. Yeah, you've definitely not seen the last of me. And who knows, if I find time, I might still stream. But I have like a to-do list that I need to get through. Which I should give priority over Keypark for now. Because it's stuff I've been meaning to do for a while. And I was going to do once Keypark is done, but that took longer than I hoped, I guess. So I need to accept the fact that I failed. And move on. Well, not completely. Are you going to Blijdorp at night with a tour? Is that a thing they do? Sounds fun. Is that part of the zomeravonden? To be fair, I've been at Blijdorp quite a lot recently. Voor de zomeravonden. I've done a couple of zomeravond events. They also have like a zoo cinema thing with the... I mean, it's already sold out, so it doesn't matter anyway. The only movie they're really showing is fucking live action Lion King, so I wasn't gonna be very interested in that one regardless. Oh wait. Need to be in a group. Isn't it fall already? No? My dude, it's August. Fall's in like October. No, I did not get to see the kitchen. Thank you. It's already cold? It's not cold. I mean, I wasn't able to wear a shirt outside anymore, but it'll get warmer again. Guys, the temperature dropped 10 degrees. It's fall. I mean, I wish it was fall. I love fall. But it's definitely not fall yet. Okay. I'm gonna ignore some of these seams. And we'll just count on the fact that... Yes, that is my mind. You got a mind. I read your mind today. You know what we should do? Should add a bunch more of these. Because it looks cool. I just realized. If we have something like this. There we go. Can also try to get rid of some of this repetition by flipping some of these. But that's a lot of effort, so I'm not gonna do that. Just the one. Alright, so we got our electric eels, our big boys. Can add like a couple more probably, because we got a massive tank for them now. They've upgraded. And we can put back a little... Oh. I like how this is as many pieces as the entire back wall. Both 12 pieces. What do you mean by the title isn't goodbye yet? Because I'm gonna be traveling for the coming month. Not the entire month, but like often enough that I won't really have time to stream. So for now, because after this month I kind of wanted to take a break anyway. And then we're gonna have the release of Plan Zoo 2. So probably it's gonna be the last Keypark stream for the time being. And then we're gonna have Plan Zoo 2, and I'm gonna be really busy with that. But I will finish Keypark. So this ain't goodbye for now. Not yet. But it's a small goodbye today. Where are you heading to? Places. I'd rather not say for now. But you will see a whole bunch of zoos pop up in videos to come probably. I really want to see if I can find ways to do more with all the footage that I'm doing. Like, I'm thinking of doing like low edit stuff. So like I'm only going to I'm gonna put together some footage but not really edit it, and then just do like a podcast over it or something. Something like that. But it will still take me effort. So these are all very nice ideas, but I always forget that especially if you're me, even the simple stuff still take time. But yeah. Oh god, it's Bacani. No. No, I'm just gonna do some stuff with friends. Visit some zoos. I'm going to Paradise with someone who has never been, so that will be a lot of fun. And I'm going to Germany. Show places. I'm just not gonna give specifics. You can still book a buffet with tour. Yeah, I can't not go on Friday. It would be fun. It does seem like fun. Behind the scenes is always fun as well. But I'm just gonna book a behind the scenes tour at some point again, because it's been a couple years since I've done that. I'd like to get an updated behind the scenes tour of the Oceanium, for instance. That would be fun. Someone. Yes. I need to ask. Actually, I need to ask Blaadje. I need to ask him if what his Idea plans are, because they're staying, like, he's staying at the resort and I'm not. So I need to actually book a time slot. But probably it's not going to be a super busy day, so I can just book it whenever. I doubt it will be sold out. Alright. Alright, now I just need to move around some of these logs to get rid of the repetition. Alright, let's get this log out of here completely. Yeah, so these are very obviously like repeated. So we're gonna twist and turn them. There we go. That's kind of it feels a little bit shallow for them, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm not an eel expert, but I'm sure it's fine. Can we add the candelabra tree? That probably will look cool. Just kind of freestyling a little bit over here. That does look cool. Remember when this was like our only option? Those were the days. Any eel expert in the house? I mean, please don't. Like, it's fine. I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna change it. If you're an eel expert, please shut up. Yeah. I mean, it's not the size, it's mostly the depth that I'm worried about. And these are gonna be like more fully grown ones than whatever they would have probably. An elevator, why is an elevator? I think this is a meme that I don't understand. Help. It's not the size of the eel that's matter, but the depth. Oh god. Elevator. I mean, we got this thing. Does this count as eel music? You can't really hear it. Oh no, I don't want to take a screenshot. I don't want to take a screenshot. All right. Amazing. I actually just realized I never really... Oh wait, we don't have to because we can see that the terrain is in here. Alright, that's awesome. That means we're going to be able to put a path up there. This is also fine. Wow, this is actually going great. So now we need to add a wall over here. So I'm going to take... What am I going to take? I guess we're just going to expand on this one. Oh. Just gonna expand on this wall. I don't need to place that. I looked it up and the tank is more than enough. Thank you. I'll take your word for it. Wasn't gonna change it anyways. Oh. No. Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh, actually I'm pressing not enough buttons. Or I'm pressing too many buttons. Really just depends on how you look at it. Alright, we're gonna have this. I mean, basically I just want to have a full wall of these. Actually a full wall of these. Get it a little bit closer together. Wow, such detail. I'm such a good builder. Wait, I'm just doing the exact same thing. This is where, honestly, we need a thing to like randomly do stuff like this. Like after you placed it. Look, somehow I managed to get it in the exact same spot. How do I do that? I know we have it, Ibn, but I can't use it when I'm placing the items the way I am placing them now. The only way for me to use random rotation would be to place them by hand, and that's not what I want to be doing right now. Jeez, you don't get me, Ibn. You just don't get me. You think you know a guy. Or I guess you think a guy knows you. That's shocking. Ha! So funny. Well, but I don't like those options, because I always forget that they're on and then they ruin my build. Also, they're too patterny. You just saw the little... I saw a video of them. But I haven't been to our hunts. I actually got a subscription for Avifauna. And then lost it. But then I got a replacement. But no, Avifauna also has little red pandas. And they're a little bit closer to me. Look, Ibn, I just wanted to complain, okay? Let me. You gotta understand that. I'm Dutch. We like to do that. Sometimes we just want to complain. They're catfish. Right? Not knife fish. I don't know. Are catfish knife fish? I don't know a lot about fish. I think this wall is great. And I'm going to keep it the way it is. Alright. So over here... I'm Isaac. Alright. Oh my god. Bolt, shut up. We're not repeating the kitchen rant. Have you ever been to Copenhagen? Yes. Not my favorite zoo in Denmark, but it was alright. Oh my gechtje. I really want to go back to Randers, but like a friend of mine is in Denmark. Well, friend's a big word, I guess, but someone I met in Blijdorp who also really likes red pandas is in Denmark right now, and she also went to Randers, and I was like, wow. Make sure you get a picture of the blue duiker, because I didn't know they existed, and I'm very upset about it. Knifefish are closely related to catfish, but not catfish. Well, shows what I know. Friend is a pretty small word. I don't know. I find it hard to determine the line between friend and acquaintance, but I feel like friend is a bit more. Like, I would consider them a mutual. Although I don't know if I'm using that one correctly. Honestly, I've never really used the word mutual. But we are mutually interested in red pandas, so I think it tracks. Do you just like Avifauna, or do you live close to it? Because I live close to it too, but I prefer Blijdorp more. Yeah, but I mean, I only got the subscription because they have their baby red pandas. So once those are outside more often, that's when I'm gonna be using that subscription. Because no, I don't like Avifauna that much. It's a fine zoo. I like all the new stuff. Like, I've now seen the new vulture aviary for the first time. I mean, it's a year old at this point, but I'd never seen it, and I really like it. It's really cool. They did a great job. So, yeah, all of the new stuff that they build is really, really good. It's just they need money, because there's a lot of outdated stuff in Avifauna. Like a lot. a lot. I'm from Denmark, and the best zoo in Denmark is the Odense Zoo or Gifsgood Zoo. Yes, I agree. I like those two the most. Odense is also my favorite, but Gifsgood is a close second, probably. Randers might become top if the things that they're planning to do go through. Like, they have really ambitious plans. What's your opinion on Taman, Indonesia? I'm going there tomorrow. I like it. It's very cute. Like, don't expect anything major. It's a very small, like, roadside zoo, basically. But I think the concept is really, really cute. I almost made a Planet Zoo project based on it, basically. Which you will find out about soonish, maybe. I'm planning a fun video, but yeah, wait and see for that one. But no, I really like that one in Indonesia. I think it's very cute. I think I met the owner. Like, he was feeding the binturongs or something, and I had a small chat with him. He seemed like a great guy. And yeah, I just like the concept of a zoo based entirely around a single country. Keypark was nice. I wouldn't... Yeah, it was nice. The savannah was really good. But I wouldn't put it at the same level as Gifsgood or Odense. I don't know exactly why. To be fair, my visit to Keypark was a bit rushed, because I also went to Scandinavisch Dierenpark, which was really, really fun. Man, I wish I had infinite time, because I want to make videos about all these places. I really wish I had the time to do the Denmark Zoo tier list video that it deserves to have gotten. But alas, we live in a world where I have a job. Are you planning on visiting any zoos this month? Yes, that's why this is the last stream for now. I wasn't planning this lasting forever. No, Eben, stop fear-mongering. For now. Forever for now. It's a good way of putting it. Eben, you're scaring the viewers. Alright, that's a nice hole. Fantastic commentary. Alright, so, are we able to... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if we're able to put water in here, because I need to do the manatee stuff anyway first. But that will be the piranha hole. Will we put sand in that one as well? I don't see why not. I would love to visit the Edinburgh Zoo. I will do it one day. It's just like, even if I were to go on a UK trip, right? It's so out of the way. I would need to go on a separate Edinburgh trip, basically. Like, just fly to Edinburgh or something, and then go to that, and is it the Scottish Highland Park or something? I don't exactly know what that one's called. But I would love to visit that one also. But that would have to be its own trip. Wenen. Oh, speaking of Wenen. Speaking of Vienna. I was looking at, like, oh, hey, what are Planet Zoo animals that I've seen? And then I don't know why, because I never really checked the exhibit animals, but I looked on Zootillista for the Goliath frog, or the giant slippery frog, as it's called now. And I saw that Vienna has them, and I'm like, what? I didn't see them there. They got them this year. I was there last year. I missed, like, if I would have gone to Vienna this year, I would have seen Goliath Frog. How fucking sad is that? I want to see Goliath Frog. They're so cool. At least they seem so cool. It was the most upsetting thing all day. Finding out that I could have seen, well, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. Like, I didn't miss them, but I missed, like, the time frame or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna go to Vienna just for fucking a frog. Actually, I might. I did immediately start researching, like, trains or flights. And it's actually, it only is like a 35... Like, if I book a train ticket now for November, it's only like 35 euros to get to Vienna. And then like 35 euros back, depending on which days. They do prefer it to be called Goliath slippery frogs. No, sorry, giant slippery frogs. Salzburg. Oh, I would love to go to... Wait, is Salzburg... Is that the place that also has the Gifte? Or is that... No, that's Munich. Or is that Salzburg? It might be Salzburg. Where is Gifte? Yeah, that's when I was like last year when I went to the Czech Republic. My initial idea was to do a Austria trip as well, but I decided against it in the end. This is a little bit narrow, ain't it? I think we should maybe... Oh, wait. Let's take this out and move it like this. We'll make the piranha tank a little bit smaller, but that's fine. They will understand. How's it going, guys? Have a nice evening. You too. You too, you too. Alright, so we have a path in here, which we need to extend. Let's take out this one. And I don't think we have to go down to... Okay, we might. We might have to go down to 2 meters. Actually, can I do it? No. No. Oh wait, it's not gonna let me connect them up. Probably. Wait, we can do this. Bam, bam, bam. That's fine. Wait. There we go, yes. We do this, we do this, we do this. We do this. We do this. And... whatever. We do this. Bam! Path! Awesome. These things are fine. Be back in 10 minutes? See you in 10 minutes then. Alright. Stop trying to have fun, the game won't let you. No, what? We have a path. And it kind of works. They're going to clip into the wall a little bit over here, but that's fine. Amazing. We have our eel. Now, now comes the fun part, which is the dome. It's time to do the dome. Like, the tunnel is done, except for the piranha. But I can't really do the piranha without redoing the dome. So I'm gonna take this out. And did you also make videos with the zoo experience? We've met each other twice, and sometimes we exchange footage. Like, I've sent him some Blightup footage at some point, which he used. Actually, I don't know if he used it, because it was kind of shitty footage anyway. The aquarium cave called is the Indonesian house of Prague Zoo. Yes, it's definitely inspired by Prague Zoo and not Laval. It's not even inspired by Prague. This was my own idea. This was my own idea. I just wanted to have an aquarium before you got into the fucking dome. No, the way I met Zoo Experience was the funniest thing ever. Like, it's been, I think it's 2 years ago at this point. Yeah, I think so. I was on my zoo trip to Berlin. And on the way back, so back from Berlin, driving to the Netherlands, I stopped by Zoo Schwerin. And I was just out there, just filming some. Specifically, I was filming the goats, or the ibex or whatever. I don't remember which species it was. And someone from the zoo came up to me. What? Wait, was this what I was supposed to say, Goran, or did I miss something? Yes, guys, this was his own idea and we didn't take it from her. Yes, thank you, Evan. Thank you. No, but so I was recording something and someone from the zoo came up to me. And they were like, oh, hey, what are you recording with? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, yeah, I got my GoPro, my microphone, this and that. And they were like, oh, hey, you make YouTube videos? Or what do you do it for? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I make YouTube videos about zoos. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm always a bit nervous about this because some zoos, they really don't like it when you're filming. But Schwerin, they were like super chill. And he was like, hey, if you have any questions, just send me an email. Because he was like the social media manager, apparently. So he was like, yeah, I mean, if you ever want to know anything, just send me a message. I'll be happy to tell you anything you want to know about the zoo. By the way, there's another YouTuber in the zoo. And we're about to do like a little backstage tour of the Red List building. If you want to join, you're free to join. I'm like, I'm never gonna say no to a backstage tour. So I joined the guy, and standing behind the scenes at the lion enclosure is Zoo Experience, Martin. And so yeah, we shake hands, we introduce each other. He was wearing a Legend of Zelda t-shirt, so I immediately knew he was a cool guy, of course. And yeah, no, we talked a bit, and that's how I met him. And it was really fun. And he explained to me, because at that point he was still just Zoo Erlebnis. And I told him like, oh yeah, I watched some of your videos, but you know, I don't speak German, so it's not the easiest to follow. And then he was like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm actually starting an English channel soon. So I had the scoop. I knew about the English channel before it even existed. So that was really, really fun. And then this year, at the opening of Idenya at Paradisa, we also ran into each other. And that's when Iben got to meet him as well. But yeah, it was kind of like, I saw him and I was like, oh, or I think he spotted me first. And I was like, well, I can't be surprised to run into you here, right? It's opening day at like the biggest zoo project of the last like century or something. So yeah, he's a great guy. I like him a lot. He did spot me first, yeah. Which is awesome. He actually approached me. Oh, I feel special. All right, so dome. So I'm gonna put some stuff out of the dome real quick, because we need to do a little bit of planning. Like the rest of the stream is gonna be just planning. So we're not really gonna build much. A goodie. I think I'm gonna. Am I gonna put a goodie there? I don't know. I am special, thank you. And after that, it all got to his head and he felt like he didn't need to finish this project anymore because he's YouTube famous now. Yes, I'm moving on to bigger things. No. We are finishing it. God damn it. Alright, oh god, I didn't realize that was grouped up. Alright, we're gonna have the anaconda over here. Boop. That's gonna be like the second thing you see after you enter the dome. Da-dome. Da-dome. So I guess we're just gonna have like rock walls over here. We're gonna have not the battle kitchen. What? You are special, but not the battle kitchen. That's probably a sentence. I probably said something that, whatever. Ba, 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 ba. So, we're gonna have like some windows. Oh, the zoo has a nice anaconda exhibit. Yeah, they do. Hint, hint. I'm gonna just steal... I mean, I'm just gonna use the in-game exhibit. Sorry to disappoint you. But this is not gonna be a masterpiece. Australia. You know, I realized I lied to Eben the other day because I told him I never search for themes, but I do. Because I do sometimes search for Australia when I'm looking for wood from the Australia set. But I mean, to be fair, it's just called Australia. I mean, that's the case for any of the themes, I guess. That they have the name of the theme in the title. Alright, we're gonna have these. Actually, I don't want them to be too close to the wall, because then it's gonna break the immersion of the thingy things. Actually, it would be cool to have like a weird shape. I love weird shapes. So I'm gonna do this. Haha. And that way you're not looking in the direction of the thing. So we have that. Maybe have a bit more space as well. And basically the idea of the dome is that we're gonna slowly slope up to the top, make it drop. So I need to go and take my wheelchair ramp. I thought I would have liked that wheelchair ramp. And we're gonna put that over. Let's start over here and see how far we can get. So this is the angle that is recommended for wheelchairs. Let's see if we can actually make it to the top of the dome with this. Oh god, I just ruined it. Okay, undo that. I wanted to make it longer, not higher. Alright, so we're gonna go like this. Oh, I think this will be fine. Yeah, we're basically almost at the height already. Oh, look at that. Bam! Bricks and minifigs. We can stretch that out a bit. And stretch this out a bit. Right, so we just followed that slope. And we can like flatten it out a little bit in the middle maybe. Basically, if we just... I mean, let's just make the slope. Let's just do that. What's the best way to do it? I feel like ZSH had a cool way of doing that, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna do it manually. I mean, we could use the stamp, but that feels like effort as well. So I'm not gonna. What if you use? No, that doesn't work either. Okay, well, sculpting it is. We're just gonna sculpt. I mean, I'm great at sculpting. I was in art class for several years. I actually made a sculpture of Davy Jones, which my art teacher was really proud of. But I think he was really good at just letting me make my fucking pop culture shit and not actual art. I mean, not to say that like doing fan art and pop culture stuff isn't actual art. It still takes real skill, of course. But it's less artistic in the sense that I guess he was trying to also teach us to like express ourselves and blah blah blah. But I just wanted to make cool stuff. Like Zelda drawings. But yeah, this will let us make a nice wheelchair accessible slope up our dome, which we can take some creative liberties with it along the way once we have the main shape in place. It is quite difficult anyway, because now we're like going at a weird angle. We should raise the intensity a bit, I think. Right, undo that. Just do it over here. Yeah, see, we're missing some stuff. Up the mountain we go. Oh, that's a bit much. Now, the one thing that I'm wondering is if we're going to be able to add a giant otter to this area. And the one thing that's stopping me is that I do want to have free roaming monkeys in here. Now, what I could do... Ooh, I got an idea just now. Could make the manatee tank a little bit bigger. Because in Beauval, what they have is basically they have... Ooh, I kind of want to do that. Yeah. So what they have in Beauval, and now, yes, now I am ripping off Beauval. Fucking hell, you can say it. But in Beauval, they've got a monkey island in the manatee exhibit. So the monkeys cannot free roam. Can you just mesh over the others? But I don't want to mesh over anything because it's effort. So we're just not going to have free roaming monkeys because we're also going to have crocodiles, which can be done. There are other zoos that have crocodiles in an area with free roaming monkeys. But that's just Saki, and I'm gonna have a bunch of other species also, so. What they have in Beauval is way too many animals in their manatee tank. That is also something, I mean, my manatee tank is not particularly big, so it would also benefit from the expansion, I guess. Now, and remember, the other thing that we need to take into account in this planning is that I do want to do this. I do want to have this null bridge thing. Because it's not like we are running low on time or anything. And I kind of think it would be really cool if we could not only have this lead to like an elevated platform, but if we could actually have this lead to a rope bridge that takes you above the manatee tank. I think that would be awesome. The only problem is... Ooh! I've got an idea. So I was gonna say the only problem is if you have a rope bridge going over here, then... you know, kids are gonna... Like, you're gonna skip the entire dome. So what if we have a staircase then going down over here again, so you can restart the rest of the track? That would be really cool. So we have to leave already. Have fun with the upcoming zoo visit. Say hi to Blaadje. Thank you. Alright. So I think that would really work. I think that would work quite well. So the only thing we would need to create basically is some space over back here, basically. Which I kind of need to do anyway. We need to have some space here for people to walk. Because we need to go behind, unless you want to go up here. Which could be another, that would, okay, if I had taken that into account, that would have been a really fun thing. Like, we could have had people enter another tunnel over here with more than one monkey backstage. Like, you could have had the other backstage for the other monkeys here, but that's not going to be a thing that I'm going to do. So, instead... we will... it's always have tamarins above crocodile. Yeah, exactly. In Krefeld they have Saki. Wait, in Leipzig has... Yeah, but they can't climb down into the enclosure, I don't think. Wait, Leipzig. Wait, really? I don't remember that. Why is this here? Oh, I know why. Right. Yeah, no, I don't remember those monkeys being there, but that I believe you. I mean, I like the idea of just putting them on an island in the manatee enclosure, because that's a lot less figuring out on my end. Yeah, I read that. Let's go. No need to repeat after I've read it. Right. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this also out real quick. No worries, no worries. Maybe you didn't hear. But yeah, the main thing is going to be where do we have space anymore? Because we are going to have the anaconda over here. I think if we expand the tank a bit. So the thing is, this thing over here needs to be in the middle. So can we even expand the tank is the next question. Because this thing's going to be like over there-ish. Then the tank can go... Okay, let's actually do this properly. Which I don't even know if the water's gonna behave properly with that. I don't think it's gonna... Wait, it's gonna let me put in the water? Okay, well, let's see if that works. It does! Okay, that's a surprise. That's cool though. We like that. In that case, can I... make it bigger and better? So probably something like this. Then we have an entrance to the thing. So the thing here is, whenever I build this, it might fuck up the water, which is something I'll have to take into account. But that's a problem for when I build that. I can recommend having brown. Can I recommend having brown pelicans? I don't think the manatee enclosure is going to be filled with animals already. We're going to have Arapaima Pacu manatee swimming around. We're going to have a monkey island inside of it. And we're going to have fucking... I want to have leafcutter ants in it as well. Which might sound weird, but if you've been to Nuremberg, you will know what I'm talking about. What else? There's all sorts of plans with the manatee enclosure. So, I don't want to overdo it. Has anyone ever made a red-footed tortoise walkthrough? I kind of wonder if that's a thing that you can do. Because I don't see why not. But, yeah. Because that would be kind of neat. we could have that over here, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Or at the very least, okay, I am just going to put red-footed tortoise over here. I just mix the monkeys with the tortoise. Because the tortoise are really easy to make a small exhibit for that you can't escape from. Or a tortoise can't escape from. Whereas monkeys are escape artists. They will get out just like that. Alright, so over here we'll have the Tamandua and Agouti, I guess. And over here we'll have the indoor area for the anteater, which is cool. Now the only thing that I'm unsure about is the spectacled caiman. What we could do is we can put it over here. I love how it just says birds. We can put the spectacled caiman over here. Then we can have like a little staircase down. Beautiful. Beautifully illustrated by this. So we can have a secondary view into the manatee tank from this side. And then also an underwater view of the caimans. And then also an above water view of the caimans. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm going to catch up with the rest later. Love the planning so far. Thank you. So the armadillos are outdoors, so we don't need those anymore. We already placed those. The leafcutter ants can go hereabouts. Or they can go literally fucking anywhere. They can go here. Now, the question remains, does the Wii has space for giant otters? I am inclined to say no. But there is kind of a spot over here with nothing. Okay, what if we put this here? Then we have this entire back wall. We have this entire back wall with nothing. So it's going to be a bit of a narrower enclosure, which we can also avoid by, like, you know, pulling this inwards a bit again, because we pulled it outwards before. And then we can have the giant otter in this corner. Giant otter. Ottert. My favorite animal, the giant ottert. I think that will work. So we can have another underwater view. It's gonna be such an underwater view over here. But yeah, we're gonna have another underwater view over here. And then you're gonna come up here and have like a little land area as well. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll work. And then the tortoises kind of tucked away. They'll have like a little cave maybe, which the Tamandua would be on top of. Then we have the indoor area for the anteaters, which doesn't need to be super, super big because they're just going to have like all kinds of indoor stuff implied to be inside of here as well. I think we are onto something here. Now the only difficult thing, I'm going to have to move this gate, by the way. Oh, because that's definitely not going to work over there. Wait, I touched a few too many things there, I feel like. There we go. Alright, let's put that... Oh god. What is happening? What is happening? Right. Okay, that is not necessary. Let's do that again. There we go. So we'll figure that out like later. For now, what I want to figure out is this window, which needs to be added to this, and this one can go and be added to, oh, wrong one, to this. We don't want to touch that one though. Because I do want this to be a separate body of water. Wait, let me take... Boop, boop, boop. This up here. This can be wherever. There we go. I think that'll work. So this can be this, which from here, do I like that? Don't really. But can't make the water at that height because of the terrain. You can take out the terrain. But that might cause issues. Okay, I'm gonna save the game before taking out the terrain. And we are getting close to wrapping up the stream. I don't want to go on for too long today because I do want to do... I'm gonna try to finish a different video that I'm working on tonight. Welcome back. Welcome back to me saying that we're almost gonna wrap up. I'm gonna save the game so that we can do a little bit of an experimental thing. Because I want to try... if the game will let me advance move this. Hello? Oh yeah, of course, my keyboard shortcuts are broken. Alright, so we're gonna take this up here. And we're gonna cut out, not all of it, just the top bit. Boop. And boop. Alright, we need to... oh, that's probably why it wasn't working before. We need to take this up along with it. Right, actually, let's try that first. So what if I take this up and then try to add the water? No, that's still obstructed. Okay. We can put it in there, which is interesting. But you'll be streaming tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. I'm sorry. I won't be. I'm done. This is the end. No, it's not the end. This is not the end. If I find a bit of time to stream more Keypark, I definitely will. It would be my pleasure. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that is much better. Dorn hates us. I'm sorry. It's true. I despise you all. Okay, so that's cool. That works. This is fine. We'll put rocks there. Now the next thing is the manatees. So I guess I do want the manatee pool to be at that height. Is that dive height? Like, is that diveable height for them? I really don't know. Wait, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do... no, wait, that doesn't work. I mean, it is still a good thing to do. Yeah, we're gonna have this, 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 this. There we go. Then we can take this out here. Put in water. That is too high. Oh, but this is too low. Huh, I guess I was planning to make water this deep then. Then we might need to raise all of this up as well. Maybe not. Maybe we can make this work. The difficulty now will be to get a path out here. But we can probably make that work as well. So now, does this look weird? Not necessarily, I don't think. Alright, so let's put this back now. Put this back over here. Let's take, for now, I'm gonna probably do something else. But let's take my little boat. So we can unbox the manatee. Hopefully that'll work. Let's see. Let's unbox them. Why are they unboxing? Okay. Come on. Come on, surely. Okay, we'll double boat it. Double boat. Oh, it didn't place. Double boat. Surely. That works. Come on. Come on. Yes. Thank you. I said thank you. Now please come out. Oh. They cannot. They can't get off the boat. Just go in the water. Don't get boxed up. Just swim. Swim. Okay, well, just tell me if you have enough diveable water. You do. Okay. So theoretically, this should work. They just would rather float than swim. I will have to figure out something for that as well, but that's a problem for later. I think we're onto something here. So we need a... We can have this little area the way it is, and I can probably create like a little cave over here, kind of like what they have at Keypark Zoo. Like next to the crabs. And we can have like a elevated boardwalk from that cave. So it'll be like basically, probably I'll use the natural path. And now we will have to do this last, like after building the entire manatee enclosure. It will be something like this, where it's like slightly above the waterline, but like obviously this would make it so I can't put the water back in. But it'll be something like this. That'll be the pathway past the manatees up here. They're still floating. But yeah, this will be the way out of here. And then over here, you will get a staircase down or a gateway into the next area. And yeah, over here, I would also need to... Oh, wait. That will be interesting. I'm thinking now about the fact that I want to make a rope bridge. I don't think we can do the rope bridge. Like, I mean, the rope bridge doesn't really make sense anyway because of how the dome isn't that big. So we could have a rope bridge going like here and then down again. But then I would just need to make more of these stairs. It would take too much space. No, we're just gonna have an elevated platform. We'll just have an elevated platform. Because basically what we would need is a second one of these staircases somewhere else to take you down. Which would need to be somewhere over here. Which could work. But with how low the dome is, like that would be... And then so basically to make this staircase work, I'm going to need to have a giant hole down here. So, which I'm going to have to... would there be free-flying birds in the dome? Yes, there would be implied... It would be implied that there would be free-flying birds like ibis and toucan or something. But yeah. This... Yes, implied. Unlike Planet Zoo 2. I'll probably throw in some ibis mods in the dome somewhere. But yeah, I think we have a pretty decent plan here. Oh, the tours and blighter part are out. I mean, I don't have time. I'm gonna be gone every, like, the coming 3 weekends. I'm not going to be in the Netherlands. Is that correct? Yeah, that is actually correct. So, don't worry about it. I would not have been able to go anyway. I'll imply there's a screaming piha. Yes. Honestly, I should... Oh... Maybe, okay, I should look at like some of my videos of burgers to see if I can get like decent audio without guests that we could use as ambient audio in the dome, because that would be really fun. They are really cool. That would be a cool Keypark species. It would also be like deafening in a smaller dome like this. Oh god, this fucking staircase does not work well. What the hell? Okay, I was not expecting to be teleported down to the fucking ground. What? Why does it do that? Interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna question it. But yeah, so that is the layout of the dome. So it's going to end up with this this pathway over here, and that's going to lead you into another room, which is going to have... actually, the pathway should end like over here-ish, because that will get you beam over here. We could still do the staircase up as well, by the way. That honestly might not be a bad idea to create a shortcut, but it could also be too complicated, and I shouldn't put time into that stuff. But yeah, you're gonna come out here. You're gonna get this window into the woolly monkey enclosure to get a little bit closer to those, because I realized that the only place from which you can really see the woolly monkeys is the terrace, which is not ideal. So it's good to create another viewing point over here. And then you're going to get a room with alligators, and then you're gonna go outside, and you're gonna have the key deer, which is going to be for the Florida Keys, basically, the alligators and the key deer. Then we're going to have raccoons, skunks, beavers, maybe tree porcupine, but that would be maybe too much effort again. And we're going to have Arctic fox and sea otters, and that'll be it. How feasible does that seem in a month? Honestly, if I hadn't gone on holiday, I think we would have been able to finish it. But I'm not going to blame myself for enjoying myself. So I'm gonna leave you all here. I'm gonna wrap up the stream, but yeah, this is not the last you've seen of Keypark. I'm gonna continue working on it whenever I can. I'm going to be live streaming it whenever I want. Yeah, I'll check my calendar real quick to see if I see a possibility of a stream in the coming month. No. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, but this is like a very... Oops, he broke his legs. Oh yeah, when I was on the thing. If all goes completely smoothly and I don't need to pack my bags, on September 9th, I could potentially stream. So, mark it in your calendars as a maybe Goron will be streaming Keypark on September 9th. But other than that, probably by the time I'm back from the trip after that, I will need a rest. Why do people think I'm supposed to work on Monday? Wait, tomorrow? No. No, Gray, that's not what I said. Stop putting words in my mouth. I actually... You actually got me. I actually thought that I misspoke. And I said the wrong date. But no, I definitely did not say... No, what month is it? August 25th is not a thing I said. So, I will see you all later. Make sure to check out the channel this Friday for the Australia area tour. Does anyone remember what words were added to the Planko language a long time ago? I don't. I certainly don't. Was echidna one of them? I don't remember. I really don't remember. I will see you all later. Friday, Keypark Australia area tour. I am sadly not going to be able to join the premiere for that one once again. Because I will be away. But maybe I'll be able to join the chat. Or maybe I'll be able to let Eben join the chat. Who knows? We'll see. On my behalf. And yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye bye!